Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going down some rabbit holes. We're checking out some creepy conspiracy TikToks. So take everything with a grain of salt, use discernment, come to your own conclusion about what we check out here today. So with that, let's see what we got. And we are live.
From estimates, we can now track $2.3 trillion.
Yeah, let's go.
Check it out. I had to pull over to come out in this big field over here to get this on camera. Okay, check this out. This is the wide angle lens, right? It's making the curve. Not really. Okay, so this cloud is massive. Okay, this isn't doing it justice. This is the sunset. Absolutely beautiful. See the beams coming off right here? Okay, then I don't know what this is. See the beams coming off? What is this? What kind of madness is this?
No.
Sí, su cámara. Me gusta. ¡Hola! ¡Qué divina tu cámara!
¿Te gusta? Mía, boluda. A nadie me regaló. Me regaló mi mamá.
Ay, comiste todo, hija de puta. Tenía hambre. Escucha, trae mate. Hace mate.
I'd never
Dale,
mess with
dale. Mirá.
Aguanta que
Mira,
todo.
te la usás.
Ahí está.
Ajá. Dale. Te compras si no te usas. Escucha, ¿qué pasó con Mami? Te cuento lo que tú no sientes. ¿Qué le pasó? Chocó con la moto. Con la moto del papá. No, ¿con quién iba? Con la moto del papá chocó. Vamos a jugar algo de la copa. No, dale, eso estamos. Y para eso vinimos más o menos. Dale.
No, qué crota.
Vinimos a visitar para eso. Dale, claro.
Acá,
boludo.
que dejaron el
Lo estábamos jugando con eso anoche. Dale. Y vamos a grabar con tu cámara. Dale, vamos. Pará.
Saca eso ahí.
Ay, pará.
Ahí no, tráele más allá. A ver.
Ay, estamos entonces.
Acá. Ahí.
Más frío tu mate.
Ahí.
No, menos.
Ahí.
Tengo un hambre.
Ahí se deja, ahí está. Feliz.
Para. No, yo tengo más experiencia. Pregunta. Bueno. ¿En serio lo que está pasando?
Sí, en
¿En
serio.
serio? ¿En serio? Si hay alguien en esta casa. ¿Hay alguien en esta casa?
No jodan, ¿en serio se movió? No jodan, ¿en serio? ¿Viste? Vos sos boluda.
Ay, no. Una joda. Ay, fue una joda. Basta.
¿Qué hacer con esto?
Pero, boluda, disculpa. No.
Sí, vos sabés.
Jodita. Ay, pero para empezar, bien.
Pero si vos...
Bueno, pero una joda.
Es que
Fuera joda. Ey, pará, boluda. Estoy mintiendo, no estoy jodiendo. Para clarizar. Eso se movió en serio.
Sí.
Hay que terminar.
No, mira. No,
¡Ay, boluda! ¡Pará, boluda!
Dale, que tengo miedo, boluda.
Playing with demons, man.
Sometimes in the amber, which is tree sap, hardened, petrified, sometimes they find air bubbles. The air bubbles, when they suck them out and analyze them, are 50% more oxygen than we have today. The air we're breathing now is 21% oxygen. What if it was 35%? If the atmosphere originally was 35% oxygen and double the air pressure, just breathing would be exciting. Dr. Kimori in Japan started raising tomato plants with filtered sunlight. He used a mirror system to collect sunlight and send it through fiber optic cable to his plants. So the plants would not be getting ultraviolet light or x-rays, only sunlight, pure light, okay? His tomato plant grew 16 feet tall and produced 900 tomatoes. This is one plant. They moved it to a shopping center, built scaffolding to hold up the branches. They said this thing might produce 10,000 tomatoes. It ended up growing over 40 feet tall and produced 15,000 tomatoes off one plant. They were cherry tomatoes, but his were coming off baseball size. I think maybe the whole earth was that way. I think it had not only a canopy to filter out the radiation, it had increased air pressure, richer CO2, pure gene code, better soil, and the birds chirping is what opens up the leaf cells so they can breathe in the morning. One guy got curious, why did the birds start chirping an hour before sunrise? Well, they've discovered that frequency of the chirp, chirp, chirp opens up the stomata under the leaf.
It's actually very interesting. You know, I could see that with more
The elite has stolen time. Check out the date on the picture. J648, not 1648. Here is Anno J686. Look at the coin. It reads J707. What does Anno mean, family? It reads in the specific year of his or her age, like the almanac. It says, year of our Lord, I-795. Here is what I believe happened. They took the letter I and replaced it with the Roman numeral 1. This is Akobulan, and the date reads I-844. Compare it to the number 1 above. The title isn't important. Look at the date, I-769. We are not in the 2000s, family. Look below at the date, J633. You can't hide the I and J usage. Friend up.
There you go. Well,
I grew up around Native American people. I remember coming home one day and we were going to go into one of the kids' teepees with his parents, and the mother said, "Take those shoes off, they'll make you sick." The synthetic sole shoe. This is the most destructive invention that man ever made.
America makes synthetic rubber.
In 1960, we invented synthetic materials. First thing we did was we put synthetic soles on the shoes.
Come on, boys and girls, and follow me. I'm Swifty Flyer. I just can't be beat in my PF Flyers, the shoes that winners choose.
A big event happened. You know, I call it the Nike generation, the Adidas generation, the tennis shoes generation. We started wearing sneakers. "95% of people walk insulated on the earth."
So this is the most common sense thing, that we are organisms that live and grow and depend entirely on the earth while we're alive. And yet we have completely isolated ourselves from it. We're so disconnected that it becomes this weird thing if we actually slip our shoes off.
This was the single thing that happened that probably caused the proliferation of inflammation-related health disorders far and above anything else. You don't have arthritis, you don't have cancer, you don't have all these health disorders. What you have is chronic inflammation.
We have so much inflammation in the body, and it comes out in illnesses. We go to a doctor with all these complaints, but a lot of it is silent inflammation, including my specialty, heart disease. Heart disease is an inflammatory process. So how do we reduce inflammation?
I know that not enough grounding is the cause of inflammation, because if the body is grounded, you can't have inflammation.
There's a lot of truth to that right there. A lot.
This burger tastes like human flesh, but it's vegan. The Swedish company that made this said the patties are made from soya, mushrooms, wheat protein, and a mysterious spice mix. What is in that mix? I don't think I want to know. But the company assures that no humans were injured in the development of this product. But how did they know they got the right taste of human?
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Guys, if you follow me, you'll already know about the fake sun and the second sun. My next clip will show you the fake sun malfunctioning. So people, what we're seeing here is the sun simulator malfunctioning, or the fake sun's malfunctioning. It's flickering like a torch would, because that's essentially what it is. It's a big torch in the sky that's man-made, sits in between the earth and the sun. It's small, it's not that big, but it's big enough. They obfuscate it with clouds, so they distort it so you can't see it properly. It's a big white light like a torch. It's not yellow, and you can clearly see the people around here. Some of them are enjoying it, some people are amazed, some people are scared. And this is at a festival in Benin, Nigeria. Forgive me if I said that wrong. So there you have it, people. The fake sun malfunctioning in the sky and flickering. Please let me know your thoughts, like and subscribe, and I will make more for you.
Huh. You know, I've always said for a few years now the sun has a different color of glow. It doesn't seem...
All the waters below the seas. So we have to understand it. In order to even get outer space, you got to go inner space, which is going into the sea. We're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of creatures and species that we have never came into contact with. Thousands, you know, and then, you know, they haven't even been to the bottom of the ocean.
How deep do you feel like the bottom of the ocean is?
Man, miles and hundreds of miles, man. They be lying. Hundreds of miles. So for instance, it was a scientist that got killed. He got killed. Look this up. He went to the bottom of the ocean, and he went so far that he hit a part. He went in the ocean and found a lake in the ocean, a lake.
One of the most amazing things that I had ever seen in the bottom of the ocean. It was while filming for Blue Planet in the Gulf of Mexico. And inside the ring of mussels was a lake. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm already underwater. And we went out over the water in this lake and tried to descend in it and bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine couldn't go down in it. We literally bounced off, and as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shoreline. It was insane. I've never seen anything like it.
Coincidentally, a few days after this aired on the television that he had made this discovery, when him and his friend were flying the helicopter, it exploded and he died.
And he couldn't even penetrate the lake. He took pictures of it and stuff, how he couldn't penetrate this lake, but he seen octopus and all type of things swimming in his lake, and he reported it to Congress, and he told the people about it. They ended up killing him. They've been at war with the seas for ages, y'all. They're not only at war with the heavens, because the heavens is the sea. Hashemayim, when you separate the waters from the water. So we have to understand that this whole concept of us going out of space and all of that is a big NASA lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't trust NASA for anything. I'll tell you that right now. Well, that's all the clips I got today, guys, but I think there were some good ones in there. You know, I'm an advocate for grounding, getting your shoes off, going barefoot. I do believe that that really does help with inflammation. As someone who has cured my own chronic inflammation by switching to an all-meat diet, I can definitely say that there's some validity to that, and if you're on the fence about it, give it a try. You'd be amazed how many holistic treatments actually work. Another one that really got me was the J and the I replaced by the 1 to add 1,000 years to our history. I've often thought that when you consider that Tartaria, and we can get into the mudfloods and all that later, but I think I will. But yeah, these are ones that really resonated with me, so drop a comment below. Let me know what ones you thought were legit, what ones you thought maybe, you know, just worth playing. And with that, we'll check out some more next time. But thanks for coming by and hanging out with me, guys. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. So until then, 80 Canadian, signing off.